The concept of being among the chosen ones often sounds like a myth or legend, but it's not about being born special, it's about being shaped through profound challenges. The chosen ones are forged by spiritual, mental, and emotional tests that are invisible, yet incredibly difficult. These are trials most people never recognize, let alone endure. Only a few navigate through them successfully, and those who do emerge profoundly transformed. Life itself is a test, but the challenges you face depend on your journey. The deeper you go, the more intense these challenges become. As a chosen one, you don't willingly seek these tests, they are unavoidable. There's an unshakable inner calling that insists, you must go through this. It's not glamorous, nor is it optional. These trials will push you to your limits, challenging your beliefs and even your sense of self. But if you endure, you'll find yourself transformed, emerging stronger and more aligned with your purpose. The first test of your journey as one of the chosen begins when you are challenged to confront the truth of who you truly are. We spend much of our lives creating an image of ourselves, a mask we present to the world. This identity is often tied to our careers, relationships, or possessions. However, this first test strips all of that away, forcing you to face yourself as you are, without the layers of external definitions. This moment is profoundly unsettling. It's like staring into an abyss. Who are you when your identity isn't shaped by the outside world? Who are you when all you thought you were is taken away? Many people can't endure this test. They retreat to the comfort of their illusions, unwilling to face the truth. But the chosen ones, those destined for a greater purpose, don't turn back. They confront the reflection in the mirror, the abyss of uncertainty, and ask the hardest question, who am I really? This question isn't fleeting or shallow. It's a relentless, burning inquiry that demands an answer. Have you ever truly asked yourself this question and stayed with it until the truth revealed itself? The second test you face as one of the chosen is the test of isolation. In a world filled with constant noise, social media, work, friends, and family, it can feel unnatural to step away. Yet, this test requires you to be alone, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. You must have the courage to sit with yourself in silence, confronting your thoughts, fears, and desires. In that stillness, something extraordinary happens. You begin to hear a voice. Not the noise of the world, but your inner voice, the true essence of who you are, calling out to you. Can you hear it? Many people fear silence because they're afraid of what they might discover. But the chosen ones don't shy away. They embrace the silence, knowing that within it lies the truth. The hardest tests you will face are not those that challenge your body, but the ones that test your soul. This silence, though difficult, is a pathway to uncovering your true self. The third test, and perhaps the most challenging for many, is the test of letting go. In life, you often hold on tightly, whether to grudges, expectations, or disappointments, carrying the weight of the past like a heavy burden. This test calls you to release it all. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop clinging. It's about trusting that what is meant for you will find you, and what isn't will naturally fall away. This act of surrender is not a sign of weakness, but of incredible strength. However, letting go isn't a one-time event, it's a continual process. You must remind yourself repeatedly to release and trust. Just when you think you've mastered it, life presents a new challenge that tempts you to hold on once more. In those moments, you must ask, am I willing to let go of even this? Letting go demands courage and faith, and it's the only path to true freedom. If you've overcome the first three tests, you're already transforming. But know this, the journey ahead grows even harder. The fourth test, known as the dark night of the soul, has challenged even the strongest individuals. In this test, everything you once believed in or thought you knew is turned upside down. It's as if the universe itself is asking, how much darkness can you endure before losing your light? During this period, you may face overwhelming inner turmoil. Relationships may fall apart, career paths may disappear, and your sense of purpose may disintegrate, leaving you with nothing but questions. Why is this happening? What did I do to deserve this? Will I ever emerge from this darkness? But here's the truth, the dark night of the soul isn't a punishment. It's a process of purification, a necessary step in your spiritual growth. The darkness doesn't exist to destroy you. It's there to strip away everything that isn't authentically you. In these moments of despair, you have the opportunity to discover your deepest inner light, but only if you can endure. Many people fall into hopelessness during this test. They give up and lose themselves in the darkness. But the chosen ones refuse to give in. They know that the darkness is temporary and see it as a phase of transformation. Even when they can't see the path ahead, they keep moving forward, trusting that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Now, let me ask you, how do you respond when your world falls apart? Do you panic and cling desperately to the crumbling pieces of your life, trying to hold them together? Or do you allow them to fall, trusting that what is meant to remain will stay and what is meant to leave will go? The fifth test is the test of faith, not necessarily in a religious sense, but faith in yourself, in the universe, and in life itself. When you find yourself in the dark night of the soul, this test challenges you to trust that the darkness is not permanent and that there is a greater plan unfolding, even if you cannot see or understand it yet. This test is one of the hardest because it demands belief in the unseen and trust in something you cannot prove. Faith here isn't about ignoring your pain or pretending everything is fine. It's about acknowledging your pain, feeling it fully, and still choosing to believe that there is a purpose behind it all. It's trusting that life, even when chaotic, isn't against you, but is working in your favor, though it may not seem like it at the moment. During the dark night of the soul, your faith will be tested repeatedly. You may feel tempted to lose hope, give up, or believe that the darkness is all there is. Yet, the chosen ones hold on. They maintain their faith even when it feels like there's nothing left to grasp. They continue forward, step by step, even when each movement feels like it's taking them deeper into the shadows. So, let me ask you, how strong is your faith? Can you hold on to it when everything around you is falling apart? Can you trust in the unseen and the unknown when the road ahead is cloaked in darkness? Eventually, after enduring the trials, doubts, and fears, you will find yourself standing at a precipice, a moment of profound choice and transformation. The sixth test is the test of surrender. By reaching this point, you've already demonstrated immense strength, resilience, and the ability to endure great pain and uncertainty. However, this test is not about strength, it's about letting go of control and trusting the flow of life. This can be the most challenging test of all. As humans, we have a deep desire to be in control. We plan, organize, and strategize, aiming to shape our lives, relationships, and futures according to our expectations. Yet, life often takes unexpected turns, some joyful, others painful, but always mysterious. The chosen ones recognize that control is an illusion. They understand that there is a higher intelligence at work, a force beyond the grasp of the human mind, and they willingly surrender to it. Surrender doesn't mean giving up or abandoning your goals. It means releasing resistance. It's about ceasing to fight against life's current and allowing it to carry you where you need to go. Imagine swimming in a river. Trying to go upstream against the current only leaves you exhausted and stuck. But if you surrender to the river's flow, it will carry you effortlessly to your destination. This is the essence of surrender, letting go of the need to control every outcome and trusting that life's current is guiding you, even if you cannot see the path ahead. The test of surrender calls you to release more than just plans. It asks you to let go of your identity, ego, desires, attachments, and even your dreams. This level of surrender is not immediate. It is a gradual process that demands trust in life, in yourself, and in the greater plan that unfolds beyond your understanding. Reflect on this. How much time do you spend trying to control life? How often do you resist reality, wishing it were different? What would happen if you stopped resisting? If you let go of the need to dictate every outcome and simply trusted that whatever happens is exactly as it should be? Surrender is not weakness. It is strength, the strength to release control and the courage to trust the unknown. Most people cannot pass this test because surrender feels like losing or giving up. Yet, the chosen ones understand that surrender is not an end, but a beginning. It marks the moment you align with life's flow, stop struggling, and allow yourself to be guided by a higher force. Letting go does not mean forfeiting your power. Instead, it connects you to a greater power, the infinite intelligence of the universe, that knows precisely what you need and when you need it. But to access this power, you must release the illusion of control. Can you surrender? Can you let go of your need to dictate every detail of your life? Can you trust that life knows what it is doing, even when you don't? This test challenges you to relinquish control and step into the unknown, trusting that you will be supported and guided, even when the path ahead is unclear. Here's the paradox. When you surrender, you gain a deeper form of control, not by manipulating outcomes, but by living in harmony with life. In this state of alignment with the universe's flow, everything unfolds effortlessly. You find yourself exactly where you need to be at exactly the right time. Passing the test of surrender requires trust, faith, and the willingness to step into the mystery of life without needing all the answers. If you can do this, if you can fully let go, you will step into a reality far greater than anything you could have planned for yourself. Those who endure this test and emerge transformed are among the few who have passed life's most profound trials. If you've made it this far, you are already walking a rare and extraordinary path. The final test is the test of awakening, the most profound and transformative of all. This is not a test of endurance, but a realization, a moment when the veil is lifted, allowing you to see life and yourself as they truly are. It's the point where you awaken to your purpose and finally understand why you've endured all the previous trials, the pain, the darkness, and the uncertainty. Awakening is not about being chosen because you're special. It's about choosing to see the truth, even when it's uncomfortable and challenges everything you believed. The truth revealed in this awakening is that you are not separate from life or a victim of circumstances. You are life itself, expressing through your unique form and journey. This test teaches that every struggle and challenge was designed to bring you closer to this truth. Each trial strips away illusions, false identities, and egoic desires, uncovering the deeper reality. You are here for a reason. Life itself wanted to experience its fullness through you. Your purpose is not something to be found outside of yourself. It is already within you, unfolding in every moment. The final test asks you to recognize this, to see that you are not separate from the universe, but an essential part of its grand design. When you awaken to this truth, everything shifts. The need for control fades as you realize life is already unfolding perfectly. The search for purpose ends as you understand that your purpose is simply to experience and express life in the truest way possible for you. Yet, this awakening is not the end of your journey. It marks the beginning of a new one. Once you pass this final test, you are no longer bound by the limitations of the mind. You step into a state of being where you live in alignment with life, free to express its essence through your unique existence. This is the culmination of all the tests or realization of your oneness with life and the infinite possibilities that flow from that truth. You are free. Free to live with purpose, meaning, and joy. Free to create, love, and explore without the weight of fear or doubt. This is the gift that comes from enduring the toughest challenges, the reward for those who pass the hardest tests, tests that only the chosen ones can endure. So, I ask you, are you ready to awaken? Are you prepared to discover the truth of who you are and why you are here? The journey isn't easy, and the tests are not simple. But if you can endure them, if you can face the darkness, the uncertainty, and the pain, you will find that what awaits you on the other side is beyond anything you could have imagined. This is the path of the chosen ones. It's not for the faint of heart, but for those willing to face the hardest tests, overcome the deepest challenges, and emerge awakened, transformed, and free. Now, the question is, are you one of the chosen ones?